A Disney ride that exceeds expectations, transcends the dark ride attraction game, and is just all around awesome, all while creating an experience for a beloved franchise that all can enjoy. My name is Park Hopper Chris, and this is Sunday Ride Showcase, a weekly series where every Sunday I take an attraction from around the world and do a deep dive into its history, how it works, and its impact on the theme park world. And today on episode 35 of Sunday Ride Showcase, we're headed to a galaxy far, far away. Well, not quite. And diving into this forceful attraction. This is Rise of the Resistance. Before we get into the video, real quick, I just need to say this. There are 91.2% of you who aren't subscribed who keep coming back. Dude, it's literally free.
Oh my god! Wow!
It costs you nothing and at the same time helps me out tremendously. So please, do me a favor and just press subscribe, especially if you keep coming back and you enjoy the content. Just do it. Go now. Okay? Bye. Thanks. Star Wars has always had a strong presence in Disney parks, long before Disney even owned the franchise. In 1987, Disneyland debuted Star Tours, the simulator that let riders blast off into hyperspace with C-3PO and R2-D2. That attraction proved that Star Wars wasn't just a movie, it could be a living, breathing world you could literally step into. Fans wanted more. After Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012, the question wasn't if Star Wars would come to Disney parks on a massive scale, but when. Galaxy's Edge was the answer. Announced in 2015, this 14-acre expansion would immerse guests into a completely new planet, Batuu. Instead of retelling movie scenes, Imagineers wanted guests to live their own Star Wars story. Smuggler's Run put you in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. But Rise of the Resistance was pitched as the crown jewel, the most ambitious theme park attraction ever attempted. Rise of the Resistance was envisioned as more than a ride. It was an experience. Imagineers designed it as a multi-act story with different ride systems strung together to create something unlike anything seen before. But big dreams come with big challenges. Construction delays and technical hurdles pushed the opening further back than expected. Galaxy's Edge opened in May 2019 at Disneyland and August 2019 at Hollywood Studios in Florida. But Rise wasn't even ready yet. Fans could explore Batuu, try Blue Milk, and fly the Falcon, but the land felt incomplete. The anticipation built for months, and finally on December 5th, 2019, Rise opened at Walt Disney World and January 17th, 2020 at Disneyland. The hype was massive and it sure delivered. To understand why Rise of the Resistance is so groundbreaking, you have to look at its scope. The ride reportedly cost hundreds of millions of dollars to design and build. The attraction spans an enormous footprint, housing multiple ride systems and massive show buildings cleverly hidden behind the rock spires of Batuu. It's often described as 4 rides in one: a pre-show, a transport shuttle, a massive Star Destroyer hangar experience, and the main trackless dark ride. Coordinating all of that into one seamless story required new levels of Imagineering ambition. Let's walk through the ride itself. Riders begin in the Resistance base, hidden among the rocky cliffs of Batuu. General Leia has called for your help, and you're recruited into the Resistance cause. After winding through the caves and weapons rooms, you meet BB-8 and a hologram of Rey. She explains the mission. You're joining the Resistance fleet. From there, you're guided to a courtyard where a full-size Resistance inter-system transport ship waits. It's not miniature, it's not a screen you step into, it's a real ship sitting there ready for boarding. Riders pile in and the doors close behind them. Nien pilots the ship, while Po escorts in his X-Wing. But things go wrong fast and you're captured by the First Order. The doors open once again and suddenly you're standing inside a Star Destroyer. The hangar bay is massive, with a ceiling so high it feels impossible it could exist inside a theme park. A fleet of stormtroopers stand at attention, while a TIE fighter looms nearby. Cast members dressed as First Order officers escort you deeper inside. The immersion is total. You're a prisoner now. From there, you're split into groups and eventually loaded into trackless transport vehicles driven by droids. This is where the main ride begins. You're racing through the halls of the Star Destroyer, dodging stormtroopers, avoiding blast fire, and encountering massive set pieces like towering AT-AT walkers. Kylo Ren himself appears multiple times, and each scene escalates the danger. Finally, your escape pod sequence drops you from space back down to Batuu. It's part simulator, part freefall ride. And the finale ties together the entire experience. You're free. The Resistance is safe. At least for now. Pulling off an attraction this complex required cutting-edge technology. It uses trackless ride vehicles. These use local positioning systems to navigate freely, creating unpredictable dynamic movement. Unlike traditional rides, there are no visible rails, allowing the vehicles to split, spin, and move independently. The animatronics of Kylo Ren and Finn come to life through state-of-the-art figures. The fluidity of their movement and integration with the environment makes them feel like they're alive. Projection mapping and screens are used sparingly. Projection mapping enhances the scale. Screens blend seamlessly with physical sets. The final escape pod doubles as a both simulator and a drop ride, merging two experiences into one. Coordinating these systems require immense precision. That complexity is also why the ride often faces downtime. Each component has to work in harmony, and if one fails, the whole attraction can stall. From the start, Rise of the Resistance was notorious for breakdowns. Boarding groups were introduced as a way to control crowds and manage downtime. Guests would log in at 7 a.m. hoping to snag a virtual spot. It became a lottery of sorts. If you got in, you were lucky. If not, you were out of luck for the day. Even now, years later, the ride still experiences downtime more than most attractions. Its complexity is both its greatest strength and biggest weakness. But when it works, it's unmatched. When Rise debuted, the reviews were glowing. Fans called it a game changer for theme parks. Theme park media outlets hailed it as one of the greatest attractions of all time. Even casual guests who weren't a diehard Star Wars fan walked away stunned. The scale, immersion, and variety made it unlike anything they had ever experienced. Rise quickly became the must-do attraction at both Disneyland and Hollywood studios. It redefined what guests expect from a Disney ride and cemented Galaxy's Edge as a destination worth traveling for. Rise of the Resistance raised the bar for themed entertainment worldwide. Competing parks definitely took notice. Universal's Velocicoaster and Super Nintendo World show a clear push to match Disney scale and immersion. Other Disney projects like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind borrow lessons from Rise in terms of storytelling and technology integration. The attraction also reinforced the idea that a ride could be a cinematic experience, with multiple chapters unfolding like acts in a movie. It blurred the line between traditional ride and interactive theater. Years later, Rise of the Resistance continues to be a highlight of Disney parks. For many, it represents the pinnacle of modern Imagineering, ambitious, immersive, and unforgettable. It's a ride that captures the essence of Star Wars without simply retelling old stories. Instead, it puts you in the middle of the action. And while its complexity ensures it will never be flawless in terms of reliability, its impact is definitely undeniable. Theme park fans will be talking about Rise for decades to come. This ride is truly an adventure, a story, and a technical marvel all rolled into one. From the moment you join the Resistance to your daring escape from the First Order, you're part of something bigger than ever. It proves that theme park attractions can be more than rides. They can be living worlds. Thank you for watching episode 35 of Sunday Ride Showcase. If you like this video and see yourself coming back, be sure to like and subscribe as it helps me out tremendously. Until next time, I'll see you in the queue.